Lionel Messi's decision regarding his future in international football has once again become a topic of discussion after Leandro Paredes revealed a surprising fact. Not only that, but the chairman of FIFA's referees committee also gave an attention-grabbing response regarding several refereeing decisions in the final between Argentina and Spain. Do you agree with those decisions? Share your opinion in the comments below. If you are a fan of Lionel Messi and the Argentina national team, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you never miss the latest updates. Paredes reveals a surprise about Messi's stance on retiring from international football after the 2026 World Cup. Leandro Paredes, Argentina's Boca Juniors midfielder, spoke about the final moments of the 2026 World Cup final against the Spain national team, as well as the future of his teammates in the national team following the end of the tournament. The experienced midfielder stated in his comments to the media that the current generation of the Argentina national team is gradually approaching the end of its era, especially after defender Nicolas Otamendi announced his retirement from international football and head coach Lionel Scaloni hinted that he could also step away soon. Paredes also did not hide his uncertainty about his own future with the Argentina national team. He stressed that maintaining the same level of performance and team spirit will be extremely difficult in the next cycle, meaning the situation requires careful evaluation. Paredes' statements about the future of Argentina's stars after the World Cup. Paredes said in his remarks, "Many of us really have to think about whether we're going to continue or not. This journey has been incredible in every way." The midfielder then added, "It will be very difficult to maintain this high level and keep this group performing with the same level of quality and spirit." The Boca Juniors player continued, "We all need to reflect, evaluate everything thoroughly, and talk with the coach. The decision has to be made very calmly, and right now I honestly don't know whether I will continue playing at the international level or not." Lionel Messi makes his final decision on international retirement. Paredes then spoke about the final moments and the attitude of captain Lionel Messi, saying, "It really hurts, because throughout the World Cup we kept saying that we didn't want Leo's last match to come." The Argentina star then added, "I think Messi has already made the decision that the final against Spain will be his last match with the national team." He concluded by saying, "I hope that isn't his final decision and that Messi continues playing with us in the next cycle. The final decision is entirely in his hands, and whatever makes him happy will make all of us happy. That's why we hope he stays to lead the team." Messi decides his stance on retiring from international football. Leandro Paredes, Argentina national team midfielder, revealed Lionel Messi's decision regarding his international career after the team lost the 2026 World Cup title. Lionel Messi played in Argentina's defeat to Spain in the 2026 World Cup final. He led Argentina to the third World Cup final of his career. Nevertheless, he has not made any personal statement announcing his retirement from international football. Paredes spoke to D Sports after appearing in Boca Juniors' 1-0 victory over O'Higgins, just 4 days after the World Cup final. Paredes suggested that Messi has already made up his mind. "I think Messi has already made his decision that the World Cup final will be his last match with the national team." Paredes also admitted that he and his Argentina teammates had hoped that moment would never come. "As I said, it hurts because I think we said it throughout the World Cup." He continued, "We didn't want this to be his last match, and we didn't want this moment to come. I think he has already made the decision that this will be his last match with the national team." Paredes also emphasized his respect for Messi's decision. "We hope that doesn't happen and we hope he keeps playing, but the decision is in his hands. Whatever makes him happy will certainly make us happy as well. That's why we're looking forward to it." Shocking comment from FIFA Referees Committee Chairman regarding refereeing decisions in the Argentina versus Spain match. After the curtain fell on the 2026 World Cup final between Argentina and Spain, the global media discussion did not only focus on Spain's success in winning the title, but also expanded to various refereeing decisions during the match that sparked a major wave of controversy among the public and football experts. The most notable moment occurred in the 94th minute when Lionel Messi demanded that Spanish defender Marc Cucurella be sent off after Cucurella covered Messi's mouth with his hand while Messi was speaking with the Argentina captain. The incident once again brought attention to discussions about recent changes in the rules of the game regarding unsporting behavior. In this context, COLLINA'S stated that every World Cup final is placed under the spotlight of the entire world, and every decision made by referees will be carefully examined after the final whistle. This is because the match is not only about competing for the world title, but also serves as a real test of the refereeing system's ability to manage the most difficult matches in world football. He added that the referees committee immediately began a comprehensive review of all important situations after the match ended, including those related to fouls, cards, and video technology interventions. He emphasized that this review process is carried out based on established protocols applied to all tournament matches and does not depend on the level of controversy created by the media or social media. COLLINA'S explained that the incident involving Messi and Cucurella was considered one of the most important situations to analyze, especially because it was related to recent changes in the laws of the game. These changes are aimed at limiting actions that can be considered unsporting behavior during direct player confrontations. He added that the existence of new rules does not automatically mean that every similar situation must result in a red card, because referees must first evaluate all elements of the incident on the field, including the nature of the behavior, the context in which it occurred, and whether the action meets the criteria for punishment as defined by the regulations. COLLINA'S also explained that on-field referees must make decisions within fractions of a second, while the referees committee has the opportunity after the match to review the incident from every camera angle. Therefore, post-match evaluations can be more complete and accurate compared to decisions made during the match itself. He emphasized that video technology does not intervene in every controversial situation, but only in cases defined by the protocol. Therefore, every post-match review also focuses on whether the VAR room exercised its authority within the established limits, and whether the situation truly required intervention according to the applicable regulations. COLLINA'S added that the referees committee will also listen to the complete audio recordings of conversations between the on-field referee and VAR officials, because these recordings explain the basis of the decision-making process and help the committee evaluate whether all procedures were carried out correctly. He continued that one of the main goals of the referees committee is not to search for mistakes made by referees after matches, but to ensure consistency in the interpretation of the laws of the game among all referees. Differences in interpreting the rules from one match to another can create inconsistency, something the committee always seeks to prevent in major tournaments. COLLINA'S also commented on the online campaign launched by thousands of Argentina supporters demanding a replay of the match. He stated that FIFA closely follows all discussions that emerge after major matches and respects the public's right to express their opinions. However, he emphasized that public campaigns or online petitions do not automatically become a basis for decisions regarding match results. He added that international football regulations clearly define the conditions under which an official complaint can be considered. A review of referee performance is different from a review of the match result itself because both are subject to different procedures and regulations and cannot be mixed together. COLLINA'S stated that the referees committee will prepare a detailed technical report regarding the final match, covering evaluations of all important situations, the accuracy level of referee decisions, and the performance of the VAR team. This report will be used to evaluate the refereeing team as well as become material for improving refereeing quality in the future. He added that referees working at the World Cup have known from the beginning that every match they officiate will be analyzed in great detail. However, the final receives a much higher level of scrutiny because every decision made during the match can continue to be debated for years, making the responsibility of referees in such games twice as great. COLLINA'S also emphasized that the referees committee does not consider the names of players or the importance of a match when evaluating an incident. Whether the player involved is Lionel Messi or someone else, the The only standard is applying the laws of the game correctly, because fairness in football should never depend on a person's name or reputation. He added that the development of the laws of the game is an ongoing process. Every controversial situation in a major tournament provides an opportunity for those responsible for refereeing to study whether existing rules are clear enough and whether improvements can be made in the future so that controversies can be reduced and referees have clearer guidelines when making decisions. In closing, COLLINA'S stated that the World Cup final will remain a subject of study and analysis within the referees committee for a long time, not only because of the importance of the match, but also because it contains several refereeing situations that deserve in-depth technical review. He explained that the ultimate goal of this entire evaluation process is not to change what happened on the field, but to use every situation as an opportunity to develop the global refereeing system and strengthen the trust of players and the public in the application of the laws of the game, ensuring that sporting fairness remains the foundation supporting the biggest football tournament in the world.